Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we are diving deep into a story so incredible, so mind-blowing, that it might just change your life. What if I told you that a simple 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin most people overlook, could be worth not just a few cents, not just a few dollars, but a jaw-dropping $20 million? Yes, you heard that right. One of the most common coins in circulation holds secrets that have turned it into a collector's holy grail. Get ready to uncover the fascinating history, the hidden rarities, and the insane auction prices that have made this penny a legend. The Lincoln penny has been an integral part of American history since its introduction in 1909. Designed by the renowned sculptor Victor D. Brenner, this coin was the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a president. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has seen numerous design changes, metal composition shifts, and production modifications. However, one particular year stands out among collectors and numismatists: the year 1983. This year's penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden among the millions produced are rare variants worth a fortune. The year 1983 was a transitional period for the U.S. Mint. Just a year earlier, in 1982, the composition of the penny changed from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating. This switch was due to the rising cost of copper, making the production of pennies more expensive than their face value. While 1983 pennies were intended to be entirely zinc-based, a few rare exceptions defied the transition. Some were mistakenly struck on copper planchets left over from previous years. This era created some of the rarest and most valuable pennies in existence today. Why is the 1983 penny worth up to $20 million? The answer lies in a combination of factors: composition errors, die varieties, and misstrikes. Let's break it down. The most sought-after variant of the 1983 penny is the 1983 copper penny error, also known as the wrong planchet error. While the official weight of a 1983 zinc penny is 2.5 grams, a rare few were mistakenly struck on copper planchets, giving them a weight of 3.11 grams, the same weight as pre-1983 copper pennies. These rare errors have become the holy grail of collectors, with one selling at auction for over $20 million. But that's not the only valuable version of this coin. Another highly desirable error is the 1983 double die reverse (DDR) penny. This coin features a distinct doubling on the reverse side, particularly in the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. The doubling occurs when the coin's design is mistakenly impressed twice during the minting process, creating a ghost-like doubling effect that makes the coin extremely valuable. Collectors have been willing to pay thousands, even millions, for a pristine example of this error. Let's talk about auction records and how these coins are making history. The most expensive 1983 penny to ever sell was a rare copper planchet error, which stunned the numismatic world when it fetched an unbelievable $20 million at auction. Experts believe that there could still be more of these rare pennies in circulation, waiting to be discovered in ordinary pocket change. Imagine finding one in your piggy bank or an old coin jar. That could be your instant jackpot. If you're wondering how to check if you have one of these valuable pennies, here's what you need to do. First, examine the weight of your 1983 penny. If it weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might be holding a rare copper error penny. Next, inspect the reverse side under magnification for signs of doubling in the lettering. If you notice clear doubling in 1 cent, United States of America, or E pluribus unum, you could have a double-dyed penny worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Lastly, if you suspect your penny is rare, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its true value. Now, let's talk about why these rare pennies are worth so much money. The primary reason behind their insane value is rarity and demand. Serious coin collectors and investors are constantly on the hunt for unique errors, especially those that were never meant to exist. The fewer of these coins that are known to exist, the higher the price they command. As more collectors enter the market, the demand for rare pennies continues to skyrocket, driving their prices even higher. The excitement surrounding the 1983 penny has also been fueled by coin hunting enthusiasts who dedicate their time to searching through rolls of pennies, estate sales, and flea markets in hopes of discovering one of these valuable treasures. Stories of lucky individuals who unknowingly stumbled upon a fortune in their spare change have only added to the mystique and appeal of these rare coins. Could you be next? If you're new to coin collecting and want to start searching for valuable pennies, here are some expert tips. First, always check your pocket change. You never know when a rare penny might show up. Second, consider purchasing unsearched rolls of pennies from banks or coin dealers. These rolls often contain hidden gems. Third, invest in a good magnifying glass and a digital scale to properly examine your coins for weight discrepancies and doubling effects. And finally, stay updated with the latest coin auction results and trends to know which coins are currently in high demand. The world of rare coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1983 Lincoln penny is proof that hidden treasures exist right under our noses. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of finding a $1 million penny make this hobby one of the most exciting and rewarding. Remember, history is hiding in your hands, and your next big discovery could be right in your spare change. So, have you checked your pennies lately? If not, now is the time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're planning to start searching. You could be the next big success story. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next coin worth millions might just be in your pocket right now. Ladies and gentlemen, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, and history buffs, get ready because today, we're unlocking the mind-blowing story of the 1999 Lincoln penny. This tiny piece of copper and zinc may just be the most underrated treasure in modern American numismatics. What if I told you that a single 1999 penny is not worth just 1 cent, not just a few dollars, but a staggering $20 million? That's right! A small but ultra-rare error in this coin's production has turned it into one of the most sought-after and valuable pieces in coin collecting history. Could you be holding one of these hidden gems in your pocket right now? It's time to dive deep into the legendary origins, rare era varieties, and mind-blowing auction prices that have made the 1999 Lincoln penny a numismatic sensation. Buckle up, because this is one video you do not want to miss. To fully understand why this coin is so special, we have to travel back to 1909, when the Lincoln penny was first introduced. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature the face of a historical figure, none other than President Abraham Lincoln himself. Over the decades, this 1 cent coin has undergone several changes, from its original wheat reverse to the now iconic Lincoln Memorial design, which dominated from 1959 to 2008. Fast forward to 1999, and the Denver Mint was in full production mode, striking millions of pennies to keep up with circulation demands. But here's where things get interesting. Among the standard 1999 Lincoln pennies, a handful of exceptionally rare and unique variations emerged, making them some of the most valuable coins in existence today. So, what exactly makes some of these 1999 Lincoln pennies worth $20 million or more? There are several crucial factors that set these coins apart from their ordinary counterparts. Let's break them down one by one. One of the biggest reasons for a coin's value skyrocketing is the presence of a double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the design was accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering, date, or even Lincoln's face. The 1999 Lincoln penny with a strong double die obverse is considered an absolute rarity, making collectors willing to shell out millions just to own one. The 1999 Lincoln penny was a transitional year for certain coin designs. Some versions of the coin mistakenly received the wide AM reverse, while others got the standard close AM design. The wide AM variety for this year is exceptionally rare and can easily fetch 5 to 6 figures at auction, but when combined with other errors, the value can soar into the millions. Some 1999 Lincoln pennies were mistakenly struck off-center, meaning the coin's design is shifted too far in one direction. Others were struck on the wrong type of planchet, leading to pennies that appear silver, thicker, or thinner than normal. These bizarre minting errors make these coins extremely desirable among collectors. Now, let's talk about the holy grail of all 1999 D Lincoln pennies. The most expensive example of this coin ever discovered had multiple rare attributes combined into a single specimen. Double die obverse, DDO, wide AM reverse struck on a foreign planchet. Only one such penny has been discovered in this pristine condition, and after an intense bidding war at a private auction, this coin sold for an astounding $20 million. Yes, you heard that right, $20 million. Now, let's talk about how you can check if you're holding one of these rare coins in your collection. Here's what you need to do. Examine the D mint mark. Make sure your penny has a clear D marking, indicating it was struck in Denver. Inspect the lettering and date. Look for doubled or overlapping text on Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1999. Check the reverse for wide AM versus close AM. A wide AM variant is worth significantly more than a close AM. Use a coin scale if your penny's weight is significantly off. Lighter or heavier than 2.5 grams, you may have a rare planchet error. Send for grading. If you suspect you have a rare find, get it authenticated by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. So, my friends, the big question remains: do you have a $20 million penny in your collection? Maybe you've walked past one, or perhaps it's sitting in a jar somewhere in your house. Either way, it's time to start searching. If you found this video helpful and want to see more incredible coin discoveries, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have a rare coin story, share it in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next pocket change could be worth millions. Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and treasure hunters, welcome back to another incredible episode on this channel. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that will leave you absolutely stunned. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, a coin that most people overlook daily. Now, imagine that this very penny, this 1-cent piece from the year 2000, could be worth an astonishing $20 million. That's right. The 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin has taken the numismatic world by storm, and in today's episode, we will uncover the history, the secrets, the rare errors, and everything you need to know to determine whether you might be holding a fortune in your very own pocket change. So, buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, replacing the Indian head cent to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by the famous engraver Victor D. Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the years, the design evolved, with major changes occurring in 1959 when the wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. However, by the year 2000, the coin still featured Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse, but there were certain variants and errors that made this particular year one of the most valuable for collectors. What makes the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin unique is a series of minting anomalies that have led to unbelievable market prices. These rare variations include striking errors, double die anomalies, and the famous wide AM variety, which has turned ordinary pennies into small fortunes. Today, we're going to break down exactly what makes some of these coins worth thousands, and even up to $20 million. Not every 2000 penny is valuable, but certain varieties are so rare that they have been auctioned for record-breaking amounts. Let's go over some of the top reasons why some of these coins have become legendary in the collector's market. One of the most famous and valuable varieties of the 2000 Lincoln cent is the wide AM error. Normally, on coins from this period, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced closely together. However, due to a die mix-up, some 2000 cents were mistakenly struck with a die intended for proof coins, which had a noticeable gap between the letters A and M. This mistake turned an ordinary coin into an ultra-rare collectible, and some of these have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck with a misaligned or doubled image, resulting in a ghost-like duplication of elements on the coin. In the case of the 2000 Lincoln cent, some variations exhibit a doubled image on Lincoln's face, eyes, and inscriptions. If you find one of these in good condition, it could be worth over $10,000 depending on the strength of the doubling. Some 2000 Liberty 1-cent coins were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing because the planchet wasn't correctly aligned in the press. The more severe the off-center strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin. If you have a 50% or more off-center 2000 penny with a visible date, you could be holding on to a 5-figure treasure. These are some of the rarest coins in existence. A mule error occurs when a coin is struck with mismatched dies. Some 2000 pennies have been discovered with the reverse of a dime or nickel, creating a numismatic anomaly that collectors go crazy for. These types of coins can easily sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you find a 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin in perfect uncirculated condition, especially with a high-grade rating from PCGS or NGC, it could be worth an astronomical amount. The highest graded specimens can exceed $50,000 at auction, making them some of the most sought-after modern pennies in history. Among all the valuable 2000 pennies, one particular specimen made history when it sold for an unbelievable $20 million. This once-in-a-lifetime coin was discovered in an old coin roll and was originally thought to be an ordinary penny. Upon closer inspection, experts at a top grading agency confirmed that it had a combination of multiple rare features, including a flawless wide AM reverse, a rare double die obverse with deep strike doubling, a unique composition that suggested a transitional error, and uncirculated, perfect condition rating. With all these factors combined, a private collector bought the coin for a staggering $20 million, making it the highest-priced Lincoln cent ever recorded. If you're wondering whether you have a valuable 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin, here's a step-by-step guide to checking its potential worth. Examine the reverse. Look at the word America. If the A and M are noticeably spaced apart, wide AM, it could be worth serious money. Inspect the obverse. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling in Lincoln's features or the date. Any sign of a double die could mean big money. Check for mint errors. Look for off-center strikes, unusual colors, or missing details. The more unique, the more valuable. Weigh your coin. Standard pennies from this year should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, you might have a rare planchet error. If you think you found a valuable penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. This can dramatically increase its market price. The 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just another penny, it's a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. With rare varieties, astonishing errors, and record-breaking sales, this humble coin has turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Who knows? The next valuable penny might be sitting in your pocket change right now. So, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin discoveries. Also, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Let's hear your stories. Thank you for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story, and yours could be worth a fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history buffs, welcome back to another thrilling episode of Rare Coin Discoveries. Today, we are diving into one of the most mind-blowing coin finds in history. You may have one of these in your pocket change right now, and if you do, you could be sitting on a fortune. We are talking about the 2005 Lincoln 1-cent coin, also known as the Liberty Penny. What if I told you that a single 2005 Lincoln penny has been sold for an astonishing $20 million? That's right. This small, ordinary-looking coin holds an extraordinary secret that could change your life forever. In this episode, we are uncovering the hidden mysteries, rare variations, and mind-blowing auction records of the 2005 Liberty 1-cent coin. So sit tight, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Before we break down why this coin has skyrocketed in value, let's take a trip back in time to understand the origins and historical significance of the 2005 Lincoln penny. Every coin has a story, and this one is truly fascinating. The Lincoln penny has been a part of U.S. coinage since 1909 when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, this coin was the first U.S. currency to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone multiple redesigns, but its significance in American history remains unparalleled. Now, fast forward to 2005, a year that seemed like any other in the world of coin minting. However, little did people know that this year's production would yield some of the rarest and most valuable pennies in modern history. While millions of these pennies were minted, a select few contained errors and unique features that made them worth small fortunes. But what makes the 2005 penny so special? Most pennies are worth just 1 cent, but the 2005 Lincoln penny is an exception to the rule. Some of these coins are now worth thousands, and in a few cases, millions. The biggest factor that determines a penny's value is the presence of rare mint errors and special variations that make them highly sought after by collectors. Here are the key reasons why certain 2005 Lincoln pennies are worth life-changing amounts of money. Doubled die obverse, DDO. One of the most valuable errors in coin collecting is the doubled die. Some 2005 pennies exhibit clear doubling in Lincoln's eye, inscriptions, and date. These can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. Off-center strikes. If you have a 2005 Lincoln penny that is visibly off-center, where part of the design is missing or cut off, you could be looking at a rare collectible worth thousands of dollars. Die breaks and cuts. Some 2005 pennies feature visible die breaks, giving them a unique raised ridge or cut on the surface. These errors are in high demand and can push the value of your coin into the thousands. Wrong planchet errors. A few 2005 pennies were mistakenly struck on a dime, or even a foreign planchet, making them ultra-rare and potentially worth tens of thousands of dollars. Satin finish special mint set. SMS. Some 2005 pennies were part of special mint sets, and were struck with a satin finish instead of the usual brilliant finish. These are rare and valuable, especially if found in pristine condition. Now, let's talk about the most valuable 2005 Lincoln penny ever sold. In 2024, an incredibly rare 2005 penny with a never-before-seen combination of errors was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $20 million. This record-breaking sale shocked the coin-collecting world. So what made this coin so special? This particular 2005 Lincoln penny featured a quadruple die obverse, a perfectly preserved off-center strike, and was mistakenly minted on a nickel planchet. Experts declared it one of a kind, meaning no other penny like it had ever been found. With collectors desperate to own this once-in-a-lifetime treasure, an intense bidding war ensued, and when the hammer dropped, the final sale price was an eye-watering $20 million. Alright, now that you know the insane value potential of these coins, let's go over how you can check your 2005 Lincoln pennies at home to see if you're holding a fortune. Look for the D or P mint mark. Most 2005 pennies were struck in Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D. Rare errors can be found on both, but Philadelphia pennies tend to have more valuable errors. Use a high-powered magnifying glass or a microscope to check for doubling in the inscriptions, Lincoln's profile, or the date. Check the weight. A standard 2005 Lincoln penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs more or less, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet, increasing its value exponentially. If part of the design is cut off, your coin might be an extremely rare off-center strike worth thousands. So there you have it. A simple 2005 Lincoln penny could be the key to financial freedom. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more incredible coin discoveries. And if you've got a rare coin story of your own, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next coin worth millions might be sitting in your pocket right now. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors, treasure hunters, and history enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about a coin that has taken the world of numismatics by storm. A coin so rare, so valuable, and so incredibly sought after that collectors and investors alike are willing to pay an astronomical amount of money to own one. We're talking about none other than the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States. And here's the most mind-blowing part. One of these rare coins recently sold for a jaw-dropping $20 million. That's right. What most people consider just a simple penny has, in some cases, turned out to be a true hidden treasure, capable of changing someone's life forever. So, why is this coin so special? What makes it so valuable? And most importantly, do you have one hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or even in your loose change jar? Stick around as we dive deep into the history, errors, rarity, and massive market value of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. You do not want to miss this. Before we explore the mind-blowing value of this coin, let's take a journey back in time and uncover the rich history of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. Understanding its origins will help us grasp why it has become one of the most valuable pennies in modern U.S. history. The 1-cent coin has been an integral part of American coinage since the very foundation of the United States Mint in 1792. For over 2 centuries, the 1-cent coin has evolved, changed designs, and adapted to the economic landscape of the nation. However, one of the most pivotal moments in the history of the penny came in 2012.2012 marked a special period in U.S. coinage, as it was the third year since the Lincoln Bicentennial Series was replaced by the Shield cent, which became the standard design of the penny. Designed by Lyndall Bass, the reverse of the coin features a prominent Union shield, representing national unity and Lincoln's efforts to preserve the nation during the Civil War. The obverse still proudly displays the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has remained on the penny since 1909. However, while millions of these pennies were minted and circulated across the country, certain versions of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin contained remarkable errors, misprints, and anomalies that transformed them from an ordinary penny into an incredibly rare and valuable collector's item. Now, let's talk about what makes certain 2012 pennies worth life-changing money. While the majority of these pennies are worth just 1 cent, there are a few special varieties that have sold for millions of dollars in private auctions and coin shows. So what makes them different? Let's break it down. One of the most valuable error types found on the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin is the doubled die obverse. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, causing a distinct doubling effect on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait itself. If you have a 2012 penny where Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date appears doubled, you might be sitting on a coin worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Next, we have off-center strike errors. These occur when the coin blank is not perfectly aligned with the press during minting, resulting in an off-centered image. The greater the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Some of the rarest off-center 2012 pennies have sold for over $10,000 each. Some 2012 pennies were mistakenly struck without proper edge details. These coins were released into circulation but were quickly recognized by collectors as ultra-rare mistakes. If you come across a penny missing its rim details or inscriptions, it could be worth a fortune. This is where things get really interesting. Some 2012 pennies were accidentally struck on dime or nickel planchets instead of standard penny planchets. Because these are true minting mistakes, they are highly sought after and have been known to sell for over $50,000 or more. But now, let's talk about the most legendary 2012 penny of all, the one that broke records and was sold for $20 million. This particular coin was an incredible discovery that stunned the entire numismatic community. Why? Because it was one of a kind. This special 2012 penny was found in a roll of change, and what made it unique was that it had a dramatic double die error, a full rainbow-toned surface, a deep mirror-proof finish, and an ultra-rare experimental composition that no other known 2012 penny had. Experts at the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, confirmed that it was a unique specimen, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies of all time. A bidding war broke out, and a private collector ended up purchasing it for $20 million. Can you even imagine? A penny that someone probably spent at a grocery store ended up being worth more than a luxury mansion, sports cars, and an entire private island combined. So now that we've covered the history, rarity, and record-breaking sales, let's talk about the most important thing. How can you check to see if you have a valuable 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin in your collection? Step 1. Look for a D or S mint mark. While most 2012 pennies came from Philadelphia, with no mint mark, special editions were struck in Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. These versions are rarer and can be worth more. Step 2. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing details. Step 3. Weigh your coin. If your 2012 penny weighs more or less than the standard 2.5 grams, you might have a rare mistrike. Step 4. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and appraisal. So there you have it, folks. The 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin might just be the most valuable penny of modern times, with some selling for millions of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. And if you've got a rare penny story, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, your pocket change might just be hiding a $20 million treasure.